All right, this show is taking a turn for the.
Oh.
Sweep the leg.
And that, my friends, is what it takes to beat me at Tortilla. What the hell's the name of that game? At the Tortilla Challenge. I worked my way through that group one by one, smacking the crap out of each one of them. I get to the end, and what does Rafi got to do to try and take me down? He punches me in the face. Open slap. You're supposed to hit me with a tortilla. Rafi took his vengeance out on me. So there you have it. I'm the true champion. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Monster Bass Live. Excited to be here. Well, sort of. All right. If we're being completely honest, I'm not. I'm having a really rough day today. I don't feel good. It's weird. I've got this weird feeling in my body. I can't even describe it because I've never felt it before. And now my phone's blowing up because you guys are hitting me up wanting to make sure I'm okay. Listen, I know I'm okay. I am the true champion of the Tortilla Challenge. I didn't even know that was a thing, by the way. And last night, it's the craziest crap. You basically fill your mouth full of water, and then you're like rock, paper, scissors, but you can't talk, and you got a mouthful of water, and you got to smack the person with a tortilla, and the person that spits out the water, obviously loses. And I worked my way through everybody, and only get to Rafi, and then instead of hitting me with a tortilla, he smacked me in the face with his hand. It was actually really funny. I probably watched that video 100 times. So it was pretty good. I got an interesting show for you. Today's going to be a lot of, we can open the phone lines because I need questions. I need questions answered. So I need your feedback. I don't think these fit. Something's wrong with these damn things. They just don't feel right, Jared. I don't know. They don't feel right today. But I got a lot of questions that need to be answered, and I look ridiculous. I do. I got a lot of questions. I'm hoping you guys can answer them. We're going to talk a little bit about fishing rods today. Oh, my God. Hold on. Who is calling me? 22 people now. I don't know. These are randoms that are watching the show or that have got my numbers. I'm okay, I promise. All I said was I got a weird feeling. I don't know if it's anxiety. I don't know if it's just energy I need to go work out. I just don't feel good today. It's weird. Remember, I'm getting old, people. Getting old. All right, so my guest today, last minute challenge, couldn't make it, so you're stuck with me. And we're going to use that time. We're going to talk about the schedule for the next few weeks. I've got next week I got Blake Miller from Vexen on the show. After that, we've got Ty Berger. We've got the boys over at JD's Fishing Adventures. And I said Ty Berger, JD, Travis Manson. I got a whole schedule lined up for you guys. So it's going to be great. Let's talk a little bit about baits. Now, I try and do the best job I can with a team, and we try to put together the best boxes we can. And so, we go through all this stuff, and some months are, better than others. I mean, it's kind of hard, right? Because at some point when you've been doing this 4 and 5 years, you're going to run into the same players. Or we can put in different types of baits. And so I wanted to get your opinion. And so we're going to jump right in. So I received the bait. Okay, actually, let me take a step back. I got a lot of opinions sent to me because I included a bait in the box that had been in the box 2 years ago, and I gave a different color than I did 2 years ago. And I thought, well, it hasn't been in the bait box for like 2+ years. Here's a different color. It's a great bait. Got a lot of flack for it. So here's the challenge, and I want to know from you guys what you think. And you can either comment down below and tell me what you think, or you can call in and we can talk about it. Would you rather have me give you a new color of a bait that I think is like damn good, or would you rather have me give you a bait you've never had, like from this brand called Snapper? Okay, it's called Snapper, and it vibrates and lights up. Yeah, it vibrates and lights up. I threw it in my toilet, and it started vibrating and it lights up. You literally, like, you plug this damn thing into the, you plug it in, you plug it into the trebles, and it charges the damn thing. I'm not gonna take it out because I'm putting it back in the box. There's the bait. Comes in obviously different patterns. It's clearly like, it's your standard 110 suspending jerkbait, but it vibrates and lights up. Now, my question to you is, if I put this bait in the box, are you guys going to rip me a new one, or are you guys going to be like, all right, that's pretty cool. Let's give that a try? I'd like to know. Because what I don't want to do is put this in the box and then have everybody hammer the crap out of me. And I don't want to get smacked in the face with a tortilla. Let's put it that way. Rafi, if you're watching, I'm coming for you. We all know who should have won the entire thing. It took you smacking me in the face. All right, so yeah, I'd love to know. A Christmas frog. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Gramps. You just solidified it for me. I mean, that was one of the worst decisions I ever made. I mean, it vibrates. And everyone's going to sit here and say, some people are going to say no, but then I got to ask you the question. What about Livingston Lures? They emit bait sounds. They got EBS technology, electronic bait sounds. So this is the same thing, and it's made by Snapper. They got nice packaging. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, it's green. The packaging's green. It looks like those guys. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's their second brand. What do you think? I'd like to know. I'm gonna take a call right now, and let's talk about this for a little bit. Go ahead, Marty. What do you think?
I think that is such a gimmick.
I can't hear Marty.
In the water.
Hold on, Marty. This is ridiculous.
All right. Can you hear me?
No, hold on. Jared screwed it all up.
All right. You need me to call back?
No. Now it's great. I fixed it. That's what. See,
okay.
I'm also the audio video technician around here. I got to do everything. If I want it done right, I got to do it. In fact, I probably should have slapped myself with a tortilla.
Well, don't do that unless you have a mouthful of water.
Oh my God. You should have seen me, Marty. I was like, and I was smacking people left and right. I was going Ragnar on everybody, and then Rafi gets up, and then full hand. He misses me with a tortilla and smacks me in the face. It was actually really funny.
Yeah. So listen about this.
The Snapper.
I've only been doing this. I've been doing this like maybe, 15 months now. And the only thing that I've really seen that you've doubled up on is one lure.
Ooh, which one?
And I was glad to get it.
Which one? Thunder Cricket?
It's in my box right now. No, it was a jerkbait.
Oh, I sent you. That's right.
In last month's box.
Yeah, I sent you a Vision 110 from Megabass. Remember?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had gotten that last year.
Right.
But the thing is I've caught fish on it, so I was glad to get another one.
Okay, good.
But something like some light up, vibrating thing. Come on, that's like as seen on TV crap.
You
I don't need that.
Yeah, it's like Mighty Bite, right? Have
Yeah,
have you ever seen that infomercial,
if
Mighty
you put
Bite?
oh yeah. If you put that in my box, I would seriously think about not doing Monster Bass anymore. Because that's a gimmick. It's silly. It's something. It's like the kids that get the little shoes that light up when they walk. You know, come on. Throw it back in the toilet and flush it.
All right, it's gone. I just threw it across the room. It's never going to be in there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Do not do that crap.
I promise.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay. What about?
And the thing is
yeah.
I have a buddy of mine that has a YouTube channel, and he's opening up. He does the unboxings of the other company that we won't mention here right now.
Okay.
And I just look at the stuff that he's getting, and it's crap. And I actually sit there and I watch his video. I write down the name of these brands, and then I actually Google them to do my homework. And these companies don't really exist.
What box are we talking about,
so
Marty?
It's like, okay.
You can say it. Which one?
Mystery Tackle Box.
Okay.
Mystery Tackle Box. And, I think the last one, he got like 8 different things in there, and 5 of them, I Googled the company, and it was just some BS type freaking company out there, made in Korea or Japan, and it was just, it's crap. So you keep doing what you're doing, giving us quality stuff. Don't give us these damn gimmick baits.
All right.
And, continue developing your product because you're putting out a good product. I like it. I think a lot of other people do, or you wouldn't have 54 people watching right now. So I think, I brag on Monster Bass all the time, and I want to be able to continue to do that. So don't change what you're doing. You're doing great. And for everyone online that's watching, smash the like button. We need to get the likes up. So Rick, really, I brag on you all the time, and I want you to continue doing what you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
That's my 2 cents.
Cheers to you. And once again, I want to say thank you to my sponsor, Liquid Death, for keeping me hydrated. I look like I'm drinking alcohol, but really it's just boring water. So cheers to you guys.
Sometimes you should be drinking alcohol.
Probably.
Yeah. I need to. I got a head cold right now. I've taken a rapid COVID test twice now. It still comes up negative.
No.
But I got a massive summer head cold, so I might sit here and take a couple shots of Fireball to see if I can knock it out.
I wish I could do Fireball with you.
Anytime, buddy.
I once, true story, and then we'll move on to something serious. I once rolled into Texas for the Toyota Texas Bass Classic, and we sat down at a bar. I think it was like a Buffalo Wild Wings, and we drank them out of Fireball. I swear we spent like $300 in Fireball, and I was walking around this place going, they must be watering this stuff down, because for the amount of Fireball we were drinking, there's no way I should have been walking around. I should have been flat on my back somewhere sleeping. Long gone are those days.
2 weekends ago, I had a buddy of mine from, he does a podcast, and he's got a YouTube channel called Fishing the DMV. And it's, Delaware, Virginia, Maryland. He's actually a collegiate champion. And him and I have talked several times, and he came down to visit my buddy Shane Flint and myself to go fishing with us.
Mm-hmm.
And he came down Saturday. We went fishing Saturday evening. Saturday night, we sat here and drank a whole bottle of Jack Daniel's Fire. And neither one of us really wanted to get up at 5 o'clock the next morning to go fishing, but we did. We managed to get out there. I caught a 4.5 pounder. He caught a 5.5 pounder. Had a great time, but it's all good. Hey, Rick, and I make trips out to California every once in a while, and one of these times when I come out there, I usually come out there for events where we're launching targets, which is a pretty neat thing to see. So the next time I come out there, I might give you a call and see if you'd like to accompany me to go see a target event up there at Point Magoo. I'm not sure how close you are to that.
I'm pretty close to that. I usually go camping up near Point Magoo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Laguna Peak is where our antennas are. So
Yeah.
it would be really cool to get you an invite and bring you on the base and watch some of these supersonic sea skimming targets fly.
I would love to. I mean, I've already got classified G14 clearance, so probably it'll be really easy to get me on the base, but whatever we need to do.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Amazing.
All right. Hey, buddy, look, I don't want to take up any more of your time. There's other people who want to talk to you. And really, just keep doing what you're doing. I like bragging on you, so keep it up.
I appreciate it. Marty, don't go too far. I'm going to talk about these things in a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, you don't seem
what are you
excited.
going to be talking about? Ah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, buddy.
I was like, wait a minute. He doesn't seem excited.
To be a tester for you.
I know you will.
I am excited. Yeah, I'd love to be a tester for you, but
you got it.
I don't have the G14 clearance with you right now, so maybe one of these days I'll get it.
Well, I'll give you G14 clearance in November. That's when I start handing out classified information and acknowledging clearance for everyone.
Perfect. I'd love to be on that list, buddy.
All right, Marty.
All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. That's Marty the Party. And do me a favor, guys. The phone lines are open. I got lots of questions. We're going to talk about the fishing rods. We're going to talk about next month's box. Now, hold on. Let me grab my laptop from over here. All right. Let's see what we've got here. I have a question. So I'm thinking about future boxes. I was excited today because I was talking about the Z-Man takeover because, every year we do a takeover. And, we used to do Straight King ones. And lately we've been doing Z-Man. I want someone to call in right now. I don't care who it is. First person to call in, we're going to talk about the Z-Man box. And I want you to give me your input and tell me what you think about this configuration. So let's see what you got. Z-Man. Davey. I'm waiting. And while I'm waiting, somebody pound that like button. Do me a favor. Come on. Oh, my God. I'm going to always support the vets, Marty. I can't talk about the fishing rods if I don't get to pass Z-Man. So somebody call me right now so that we can get this thing rolling. Let me see here. There it is. I got the configuration up in front of me. I need to know what you guys think. I can't do it without your help. All right. Jared's yelling at me. Sorry, guys. I didn't talk into the mic. Whatever. Oh, look at that. Undetermined. Last on the air July 7th. Go ahead, caller. What you doing?
What's up, Rick?
Who's this?
This is Jason Sullins. You want somebody to call about Z-Man?
I do.
What are we talking about?
All right. So if I put this configuration together, I need to know what your expert opinion would be. Let's say it starts with a big blade chatterbait, the chatterbait jackhammer stealth blade, the Pro Bullets, I think they're weighted hooks, the Ned, they got their Ned locks, and then they've got trailers for each one. They got the Billy Goat 3-pack, they got the Streaks, the Billy Goat, the Pro Craws, and the Finesse TRDs. Total value, $63.
Sounds awesome.
What are your thoughts on the, I'd love to get your thoughts on the Chatterbait Jackhammer, the Stealth Blade. Have you used it?
Well, I hadn't fished with one. I hadn't used one.
Okay.
But I'd love to have one.
You and me both. I just can't afford buying what are they, like 16? Yeah, they're like $16 for a Chatterbait.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I'd love to have one. I couldn't see anybody complaining about that box.
Oh, let me tell you, Jason. I can assure you, someone will complain. That's when I knew, that's when I knew I needed to find a therapist, because I was like, you gotta be kidding me. The first time I put the Strike King box together, I was like, right? The first Strike King box I ever put together, I was like, oh my God, this is like the greatest thing in the world. How can anybody complain? Sure enough, some guy called in. He's like, this box sucks. He went on social media and told it. And I was like, all right, obviously I shouldn't care about what this guy says, but yeah, this is an exciting looking box. The only thing I was thinking about doing was maybe getting rid of the big blade chatterbait and putting in the other jackhammer. So I could give you 2 jackhammers, the 2 different ones, and then we could really educate everyone around the difference of them, and you know, when you fish them, trailers, why they were designed that way, and all of that. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd personally I'd be happy with either one, to tell you the truth. But
all right,
I don't know. I think the other jackhammer might be a better call. 2 jackhammers. I mean, how can you complain about that? Really?
That's true. That's true. All right, you got a question for me?
None that I want to talk about on there.
Go ahead. You can do it.
How's the tournament going? How's the tournament going?
Well, I'm waiting on the July results, because there seems to be a potential for someone that cheated, and so they have been reviewing.
Oh man.
Yeah. So they have been reviewing the results. I probably should send out a communication and let everyone know about this, because it might be another week.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because I think someone's really good at Photoshop, and they've been doing this, like, not just in our tournament. They've been doing it in quite a few tournaments. And
really?
So I'm just waiting for them to get back to me, because so the way that works, I leverage someone from the outside because I don't have time to do this stuff. Basically, give me the results. They give me a spreadsheet, and then I just email everybody whatever it says that they're supposed to get.
Right.
And so I'm just waiting.
Have you got June?
Yeah, June's done.
June all wrapped up.
Yeah, didn't I send you June?
Well, partially, yeah. I guess I ought to email you.
All right, email me, because wait a minute, June, you won 2. You won big fish too, right?
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, I assume so. That's the impression I was under.
So did I give you one? I gave you one prize, not 2?
Right.
All right, send it to my inbox so it goes to the top, and I'll make sure it gets taken care of tomorrow.
All right, man. I'll do that. That's cool.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll let you get on with. I know somebody else is dying to call in. So, but yeah, that box sounds awesome to me.
Amazing. Well, thank you.
No matter which. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right, man. Have a good one. Thank you. All right. This guy, I don't know where he fishes. He's probably got his own private golf course, because he wins every tournament he fishes in. Like, every time. I think he stocks his own golf course. I think he's really some rich guy that lives on a country club and has a kayak by himself in the middle of the pond, and he stocks it. And every year for Christmas, he says, Santa, please send me a boatload full of 10-pounders. And he fills his lake, and he just sits there, and actually, that'd be a really good scam, wouldn't it? Imagine if you could stock your own pond and then you entered every online tournament and you actually just kept catching your own fish over and over and over. That would be amazing. Somebody smash that like button. I just gave them $1 million idea. Please do me a favor. Oh, private ponds wouldn't be allowed. Well, it's not private. You can fish it, Gramps. You can come to my house anytime you want and you can fish it. It's not private. In fact, it's open to the public. I got a sign that says open to the public. And then right next to it says property, the open to the public is protected by someone with a gun. I don't know. Anyway. All right, let's go to the next call here. And we got to talk about rods.
We're going to talk about rods, or we're going to talk about Z-Man?
We're going to talk about Z-Man. Or rods, whatever you want to talk about, Gramps.
Well, I'm going to talk about Z-Man first.
Okay.
You're going to have that big blade, that summer deep bite, when people are, the fish are moved out. This is when you're throwing the big blade. You're getting out there deep. People aren't throwing it because they don't understand. It's like a deep underwater buzz bait. You get that thing down and let that big blade go to work and let the thump hit them. They haven't heard this bait before that deep. So if you're not throwing it, throw it now. Now, you talked about the stealth blade, and the other great one that's going to go well with the stealth blade in the fall for that shad spawn bite is going to be that mini max. And that's when you throw those little shads that we use for drop shots on those baits, because the stealth blade and the mini max are very close, but one's got a polycarbonate blade and the other's got a metal blade. Two different sounds, but that's when you downsize. It's when we get to that October time frame, and those bait fish that are running around in little balls right now that are tiny. And come October, they're going to be a couple inches long, and that's when you throw that stealth blade and that mini max. And you want a smaller chatterbait. So everybody wants a jackhammer. Yeah. But everybody's throwing the jackhammer. Tyberger did a great video putting all of these baits underwater and running them in front of a camera, and you hear all the different sounds of the blades. So if you're fishing heavily pressured waters, they've heard every jackhammer, they've heard every regular chatterbait. Where these other new baits shine is when, they are hearing these newer blades. That's why a lot of people don't really think, have any confidence in the stealth blade until they're realizing, I'll tell you this, I won a Heroes on the Water tournament.
Nice. 2
falls ago by switching up from my regular jackhammer to the stealth blade. I had bait fish jumping, bass were chasing them all. It wanted nothing to do with the jackhammer. I tied it on. It's on video. You can go back and find it on my channel. I swapped out, and I got the fish that I needed with 30 minutes to go to bite that stealth blade to win me that tournament, in the last hour of the last day. They're just different sounds. So that's why Z-Man, they have the different size blades, and that's why they came out with the Mini Max, but that's why they came out with the big blade. So it's just a matter of mixing it up too. So I mean, I think what you listed in there with the Ned Finesse TRDs, they always catch them.
Yeah.
Those bullets, they're basically their version of the weedless Ned that's weighted on the hook.
Right.
That's a great combo. So that's a solid box right there. I mean, it really is.
Okay, I like that, because I didn't know. I don't know much about the big bladed chatterbait, but I mean that does make a lot of sense. I mean, so the idea is it's better when the water's colder, or when you're just trying to get deeper.
I would say either in the deep of summer when the fish are driven deep,
right,
or in that really early time of the year when the water's still cold and they're really lethargic.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you want to compare it to the spinner baits we throw with a big single blade. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
And you have that big thump, 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 thump. You do the same thing with a big blade chatterbait. You just slow roll it and let that blade really bang in the water, and it just gives them a different sound. I see my brother in the comments. But yeah, so I mean, to me, every year you should have a Strike King package and you should have a Z-Man because I mean they just work. You know what I'm saying?
Huh. Yeah, makes a lot of sense to me. What?
Yeah, but I'm sure everybody's waiting for you to tell us about these rods. So you know.
Well, why don't you and I talk about them for a little bit?
I'm down.
Okay. All right. So let me pull one out here. All right. So for those of you that weren't on Instagram this week, I've been talking about these things. Hold on a second. God darn it, Jared. Keep screwing it up. All right. So nothing. You're showing exactly what I want to show. So for those of you that weren't on Instagram Lives this week, the mail came and sure enough, my rod showed up. So I got the blanks had been approved for a while. Now it just comes down to cosmetics, right? And I'm not trying to copy the green guys and make something that's fluorescent. I'm not trying to wave airplanes in the dead of darkness. I'm sure that they're really good rods. It's just not the look I'm going for. And so what we did with these Gramps is we started with a 30-ton blank instead of a 24-30. We wanted to start right at 30 and go up from there. And so these are the new Lunker Sticks from Monster Bass. All premium components. We didn't spare any expenses. We went with right after the handle. We went glossy so that everything looked really good, and then we went with a matte finish for the rest of the rods. These samples have EVA, which I have since changed to cork, because everyone gave me a hard time because they all wanted cork, and then we went with a labeling system, so it'll also say like what the rod is for on the split. So I'm hoping that you guys are gonna like these things. There's three spinning, 6 casting in this series, and shortly thereafter we'll start working on the next version. So these are gonna be available for pre-order on September 1. Knock on wood that I finished the website in time. So what do you got for me, Gramps? What questions do you have?
Okay, so I like that. I mean, just from what I can see, because I'm seeing it just a little bit past you holding it up, but a couple of key things you'll get from the rod snobs, if you will. I love the fact that above the reel seat where the nut is, there's no threads showing. For whatever reason, that drives people insane. And I even have them on some of my G. Loomis rods, but that looks very much like the nuts that they use some of the higher end Dobbins rods, which I really like.
Okay.
I love the fact that you did the hook keeper above the reel seat, not below. It's great for us kayakers. Mm-hmm. The thing I like about that too, some people will complain about that one because they're saying if you cast, the line can get caught into it. I've never really had that problem, but if it's the same way on the spinning rods, that's really nice because you can take that drop shot weight and hook it right there instead of hooking the hook there and then having the weight and line below it dangling and then banging on stuff too. But I mean, the way it looks great. I mean, it looks like a higher dollar value rod than probably what it is. But I mean, I like the coloring where you've got the orange accents coming down. G. Loomis does that. I talk about like the higher end stuff that I have as well, but no, I like the accents. I'm glad you went with cork. Not that I have anything against EVA, but a lot of people just like the feel of cork a lot better. But I mean, I love the branding. The bright orange is perfect, but not overdone. Yeah. And the striping down it looks really nice too. So if you're tucking in the $120 range, that looks nice. That looks really nice. Yeah, thanks.
It's funny. So I did work with a Japanese rod designer, and the one thing that we fought about was literally the keeper. He's like, we don't put those on rods. He goes, you see those on the cheap rods? I'm like, yeah, but we're in the U.S. market. We need to have those. And he's like, no, you don't need them. And he said literally the same thing. He's like, the line will get caught in it. And I was like, no, it's fine. We're gonna have it. And even when they came and I was walking him through the rods, he's like, no, we need to remove that. And I'm like, I fought him the whole time on it.
Yeah, they don't like those because a lot of people will put their own either above or below based on how they fish. And there's so many different styles. So like even a $600 Daiwa Steez rod doesn't have that. It's got like the little rubber one that you can add yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of people like me use the bait sacks to put the bait in to cover the treble hooks or, hooks. And then it just clips to the rod, right below where that's at. So, I mean, to each their own. If somebody didn't like it, they could take a pair of wire cutters and snip, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah. So there you have it. So I'm really excited about these. We came up with we wanted to come up with a labeling system so that it was really easy for you to identify which rod was which. There's 9 in the There's 9 in the series labeled M1 through M9. Yeah, it's I built the page on the website. We're gonna make them available for pre-order starting September 1, and I think what we're gonna do is I got to figure it out, but we'll probably do something where you buy the full set, get 2 free kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I'll definitely get like a medium heavy and then a medium spinning rod, which is the basic go-to cover all situations. And then I'll beat the living crap out of them and do my reviews on them just like I do with any other rod.
It makes me nervous. You're hard on product, so.
Well, you gotta know when you set the hook if you're gonna snap the tip or. Yeah, I mean, I will put them through the paces and see what their breaking points are, just so I know.
Fair enough. How don't you ever wonder like why back in the day didn't Roland crank back on the rod the way that like we watch everyone do it today, and yet he caught a lot of fish?
Well, they were throwing mono that had a lot more stretch. We're throwing braid, we're throwing fluoro that doesn't as much, so it's left to the rod to do a lot of the work. I mean, just different. It's just different times.
Yeah, fair enough. So, Gramps, when can we have
me of my old Jimmy Houston?
Oh, what about Jimmy Houston?
I was saying, it reminds me of my old Jimmy Houston. 5 foot, whatever it was, pistol grip rod that I threw my spinner baits on. It's just different times.
Sure.
Just different times,
Yeah, totally. So, Gramps, when can we get you scheduled for to be a guest on this show?
You can have me on any Thursday that you want. I mean, I got a few different kayak championships I'm going to be fishing in.
Did you get? Hold on, Gramps.
Start on September 11th.
Did everyone at home hear that? I got a few different kayak championships. Like it's bad enough that you're fishing in one and probably gonna win it, but he's got like 3 or 4 championships that he has to fish.
I don't win these. Honestly, I don't win these at all. I haven't won. I've won some Heroes on the Water kayak tournaments, but when I'm out against guys that have fished the public waters a lot longer than I have, I just go and I compete. I mean, I qualify because I can get there, but no, I mean. My brother and I are both going to go fish in 2 out of the 3 kayak bass fishing tournaments with, so we'll see Mr. Hoover here in October down at Kentucky Lake.
Yeah.
But we're going to go to have a good time and, do our best. But, it's hard to compete against people who fish for a living all the time and, everything about every lake. We just like to go fish. Like we can both catch them, but, we don't do this for a living. It's just, something that we enjoy doing.
Sure.
But we're going to go have fun and try. So,
absolutely. What are you doing on?
Represent the Monster Bass.
What are you doing on the 22nd of September?
That is a local state championship that I'll be fishing in that weekend. I'm pretty sure.
I just deleted Gramps from this 22nd.
Where are you guys going to be at?
I'm going to be right here hosting the show. Jeremy, we'd love to have you on the show so we can talk about Gramps in his absence and learn all sorts of fun stuff that we don't really know. Are you down for the 22nd?
So let me speak for Jeremy, because there's a reason why he's not on my live streams. He will fish with me and he'll be on video, but he does suffer from a condition that was caused from his service, and it affects his neurology. It's a thing called agoraphobia, and I can never say it right, agoraphobia.
Sure.
But you will see him in the chat. You will see him in some of the videos, but with crowds and, lots of stuff like that. That's just really not his scene. I'm not going to speak for him because he might like, yeah, let's go. But there's a reason why he's only come on my live stream for a couple of minutes, one time. So, there's times where I am the go-between between Jeremy and crowds. So it's just one of those things that he deals with.
Well, I'll tell you what. I appreciate you sharing that with me, and thank you for your service. And Jeremy, I'll tell you what I'd be willing to do, and no pressure. You don't even need to tell me now. I'd be willing to film a show, just you and me, and we'll play it, and then we'll replay it. We'll record it and we'll play it on some Thursday, and we'll keep it in the bag so that on a day that I can't make it because I'm at my therapist or I'm catching 10-pounders, and because I catch a lot of 10-pounders, we'll have a show in the bag, and we can save it. So it's just something to think about. You can think about it and get back to me.
You get him on the water. He'll open up and talk to you. That's where he thrives. Yeah,
see, that's the problem. I'm not very good on the water. That's why my PB's a 5.1.
Hey, it's not always about catching those fish. It's the fellowship and the time we spend enjoying what we love to do. That's what we tell everybody.
Fair enough. So, anyway, so who's on your?
Yeah, we would love to have you come visit the Midwest somewhere, and then do an event, and then
Hey, if you want to help plan an event, I'll show up.
We will be doing something like that next year for sure. There's Jeremy, myself, and another friend, OEF5. We call ourselves the Freedom Squad, but it's our way of reaching out to other veterans, other patriots, other folks who just love the outdoors, whether it's fishing or grilling or camping, stuff like that. So, it's just our way of kind of getting people along with ourselves outside to do things, and and enjoy the company of each other, and have a good time. So
Well, you definitely picked two of my favorite things: camping and barbecuing. I am down for that anytime. Anytime.
Excellent.
Get together with the Freedom Squad. Well, Gramps, thanks for calling in. I really appreciate it.
Hey, my pleasure, Rick. Thank you for everything you're doing for us, and keep putting up the great boxes.
Thank you, sir.
All right, take care.
Bye. That was Gramps. God, dropping some knowledge. He'd be a great one. Let's okay. So let's talk about the rods a little bit more. I'll do a show and we can talk barbecue the whole time. That sounds like something we need to record at my house. Jared, can we set up a studio? Maybe my kid can go to college soon enough. We could set up a studio in the back house. Can we do that though with my laptop? This doesn't have to be Joe Rogan quality. Just so you guys know, everyone at home, Jared, my podcast producer, just gave me the finger. Yeah. Not very friendly. That's why he's behind the scenes.
All right, you have a call, Rick. Take a call.
Oh, my God. All right, here we go. Go ahead, caller. Where are you from and what's your PB?
All right, here we go.
Oh, you got to turn down your volume.
Go ahead, caller. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's Tom Allred. Sorry about that. I was having an issue with my phone. PB is real small, just like
2 pounds. But
That's okay.
last year was my first year, and you guys helped me out a ton, and the box has been great.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I was curious, what other things I should pick up, from the shop. Largemouth fishing's been real slow up here.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, I've been kind of hitting the river tough, chasing a lot of northern pike and smallmouth. Anything I should be picking up from the store?
And what do you where do you fish typically? Is it current?
Yeah, and I'm in northern Wisconsin.
Ooh, I've never fished Wisconsin before. Who here
You should come.
Oh, I would love to. Who here is in the Midwest that can give us some help? Because that is not my expertise.
Throwing curveballs at you, Rick.
Yeah, I mean, listen. When I was up, when I'm fishing current like that, I mean, I do love to throw on a soft plastic swim bait on a head and just chuck it out there and just bring it back. I'm a big fan of that. I know the guys when again, depending on where you're fishing, I still like the Carolina rig because again, I can just throw it out there and drag it back and see what the fish are gonna do to it. Let's see. Who in the chat wants to give us some feedback?
Been throwing a lot of jerk baits recently.
Yeah, soft or hard?
From the store, and that's been hard.
Okay.
That's been very productive and fun.
Got it. Well, good. Well, hold on. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
We're going to call our first golden ticket of the day. So for those of you at home, if you're new to the show and you're wondering what these golden tickets are, your box comes with an individually numbered golden ticket. Save them all. Save them all because they're good. I could call you at any time. And if you win, email me at marketing@monsterbass.com. Take a picture of you and the ticket so I can see the number. And we'll send you a good-sized bag full of goodies from the garage because I got so much stuff. I don't even have to go to the warehouse down in Tennessee. We just go to the garage. It's full of stuff. I mean, just right here, I've got a box with 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 11, 12 different frogs in it. I mean, I never heard of this brand before, but this brand's called Mega Frogs. Crazy stuff. So, the first golden ticket of the evening. Z429903957. If that is your number, please make sure you email me. I did say that I would announce some winners from last week or from previous weeks. So I want to give a special congratulations to these golden ticket winners: Jason Suter, Michael Root, Dan Barrett, and Sheila Bernstein. Golden ticket winners that called in and or that emailed me and let me know that they had the tickets. So there you have it. We sent them prize packs worth $250, and yeah, they helped clean up my garage. So anyway, I think he's gone. Oh no. Well, that's no good. All right. Well, we got a few other callers here. Let's head over to California and let's talk with T-Rex. Hold on. Let me see. The river. Before we talk to T-Rex, let's the river, you want the white and red seeker. It's a good call. Good call. Although I don't fish a lot of crankbaits in the river. I don't know why. It's just, for me, it's a confidence thing. Like, I'm good on a big body of water with ledges and things like that. But when I'm fishing moving current, I always feel it depends. I guess it depends on how deep the water is too. So I don't know. Your golden tickets are good. Rebecca, just keep those golden tickets and keep tuning in. If I call your number, you're going to win, and I'm going to give you the prizes. Don't worry about it. All right, let's talk to T-Rex and see what he's up to. What's going on, T-Rex?
Not much, Rick. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. Hold whatever thought you got. Rebecca, if you've got a winning number, I want you to take a picture of the ticket. I want you to tell me the date that you won, and I want you to email me at marketing@monsterbass.com. If you've got a winning ticket, I'm going to make sure you win. Don't worry about it. I always take care of people. So don't worry about anything else in the chat because I can't look it up anyway. Just email me at marketing@monsterbass.com and I will hook you up. All right, T-Rex, what's going on, bro?
Oh, not much. Just got home. Somebody decided to run into the wife's car.
Oh.
So we went and dropped it off to get it fixed. So she's on call today, so I couldn't get on the phone any sooner because she was on with a patient. So
that sucks. I'm sorry, man.
But I'm home now.
Cool.
I'm here. So
what do you want to talk about today?
made it just a nick of time. Looks like.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about today? Should we talk about how many people hit the like button?
Yeah, I only see 56, even though there's like 77 people watching right now. You know, they're kind of slacking, but
so what you're saying
hot outside, you know, they just
go ahead. Sorry,
like 20 people didn't hit the like button. Yeah,
that means only 2/3 of the people like the show. That means on 2 out of the 3 days.
I like it. So
thank you. I mean, it's not a bad show. I mean, Jared's done a decent job.
Oh, it's an awesome show. So, you know, it's good that you keep Jared behind the
totally.
scene there because, you know, I don't want him flipping me off going, you know, here's one for you, T-Rex.
Right? Ugh, Jared. Jared's getting married this weekend, everybody. Yeah, he's getting married.
Well, congratulations, Jared.
Yeah, he's taking his...
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, well, it's just a paper ceremony thing. It's just something, anyway. I think they're going bass fishing afterwards. They're going to Howard Johnson's for a clam roll.
So I missed like 15 minutes of the show, getting everything in the house. So what do we need to talk about? Do we need to talk about rods, the box, the Cylon Ragnar?
Well, we talked a little bit about the Z-Man box coming up in the start of the new year. It's going to have a jackhammer in it.
Yeah, I got some of that.
We talked a little bit about the rods. I think you caught everything. I mean, I didn't even talk about, although I'll be honest, I didn't talk about one of the greatest lines I think I've heard in a TV show in a long time. Have you watched The Terminal List?
No, I have not.
Oh my God. There's a line in there when he gets into the truck and he's like, "What?" And he goes, "You look like Patrick Swayze living in a van." It was so amazing.
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah,
gone too soon. That guy was phenomenal.
Yeah, gone too soon. Jason Sullins and Homehead Chef. I can't comment to what specifically it is that you're referring to, but I think you might be able to find some in the next month. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, so...
I know what we need to talk about.
Okay, let's talk about it.
We need to talk about the launching of the new website.
Ooh. We could, but it's giving me a lot of anxiety. Actually, you know what you didn't get to see?
Uh-oh.
Jared, is there a way that you could show the video from the beginning of the show?
Sure, I can show it real quick.
All right, we're going to show you the video really quick. You ready?
Just no sound from anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweep the leg.
So T-Rex, what you
Wow.
missed is, so we did this thing where you had to fill your mouth with water and play rock, paper, scissors, and then smack the person that lost with the tortilla. And so I went through all Viking-like, and I was crushing everybody. And I get to the end, and it's Rafi's turn, and we're going back and forth, and then Rafi gets a little too close and full on smacks me in the face with his hand instead of the tortilla. It was pretty funny. Yeah. Rafi,
Yeah, it looks like he hit you pretty solid there.
Yeah. It's true.
You need me to come down there on Sunday, and I'll drive down there Sunday, and I'll give him a little bit of the T-Rex shuffle.
Yeah, I think you should, because I'll be honest, I suffered injuries, trauma, both emotionally and physically, and I need the dense spirit of justice to come and maybe help me get a claim. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should file a suit against Rafi. And I'll get him.
I got a good lawyer.
I do too. He's called the dense spirit of justice. He's on, he's on every billboard in Los Angeles. Mr. Gambit knows who I'm talking
I don't know.
about.
I haven't been down there in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there you go. So.
I need to come down and see you guys.
Yeah, that would be great. So. I don't want to talk about the website. It stresses me out.
All right.
It's too much. I'm going to be working on it for like 6 hours tomorrow and then all weekend long before I go to that paper signing.
All right. Well, let's see.
Wait, hold on. We did talk about some other baits. How about, let me pull one out and let me show it to people. Hold on. Let me make sure.
I've seen the one that vibrates and
yeah. Okay.
Does a whole shimmy shake and lights up for you.
Okay, here's one. This, again, because baits get sent to me all the time, and I never know, like, should I put them in the box? Should I not? And, oh, damn it. I'd like to know what your thoughts are on this bait. Now, this bait, It's not a hollow body bait. It's hard.
Oh, wow. It looks like a hollow body.
It looks like a hollow body. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
The only problem I see with that bait is you're not going to be able to run it across the top of lily pads or anything like that because that hook in the back is going to just dig in.
Right.
You'd only be able to throw it around the edges.
Around the edges.
So I probably wouldn't throw it because if I can't get on top of the moss and the lily pads and stuff like that, I don't know. I mean, it might be good, but
yeah. Listen, so just
it looks cool. I like the snakehead.
Yeah, it looks cool. Again, it looks cool. Greg made a very astute observation that the hook's going to hit the blade, and so I took a pass at this, and because I got so many baits that came my way, and yeah. So this is a hard pass.
Yeah. That would be something you would buy somebody that you want to go fishing with, but you don't want them to catch anything.
See, now you're talking. Okay, here's another bait. Here's another bait.
Kind of like that Christmas frog back in December.
Okay. I made a mistake. Every now and then I make one. Previous to that, the only mistake I had ever made in my life was that I overslept one time. Other than that, I'd been perfect.
I didn't get that one in the box. I got the other one in the box, and then I turned around and bought 5 of those other ones, and you put them on sale and gave them to people I don't like.
See, there you go.
Wait, I didn't say that out loud, did I?
No. All right, here's another bait. Gimmick?
Yeah, I like that. That would probably be pretty good right now because the orange and the red here in California right now are hot. So
it looks like a snakehead to me. And actually,
yeah,
I think that's the color. See, I again, just so everyone's aware. So I passed on this one. And they're going to call me. Like, I think that this bait is just, I'm starting to get better at being able to recognize factory molds, right? I'm starting to recognize when I see a factory mold and when I don't. And it's taken me a while, and I've been duped before. And I mean, listen, we all know it. I made a bait that was total garbage. Well, it wasn't garbage. It was actually a really great bait. I bought the mold. And then I found out that it was a knockoff of a Megabass Vatalion, and whatever. They worked amazing, and I sold them dirt cheap. But they were like, oh my god, they were really nice baits. But I turned this one down because I think that this is like a duo mold that they made a small change to. Now this is definitely one that we're going to cut open. We're going to cut this sucker open. I've got the film crew coming to my house next week.
Yeah, I was just thinking to myself, does it have any bearings or anything in the inside?
We're going to find out. Hold on. Yeah, it does. Hold on. I mean, whatever. I'm talking with a bait designer tomorrow, and he's calling me, and we're going to talk about it. And then there's these guys. What did you guys think of? I've put them in the box before. What did you guys think of Bait Lab? He's out of Germany. He and his wife are.
I have some Bait Lab stuff, and I like it.
Okay.
Good sound in the water. Everything I've got from them has a very good sound in the water. Not as good as the Ragnar, but I mean, because sound's everything. That's what attracts the fish. So if you got something that's going to make a good sound and can catch the fish's eye, you're going to do good with it.
Okay. Well,
so
we're going to talk with them tomorrow.
You know, when I first got into fishing, you know, when I was a kid, I didn't know all this stuff. I just threw I can remember as a kid going out and throwing a crankbait all day long and not catching nothing. And then when I made the switch over to a spinner blade, run a trailer with it, boom, started catching fish. And I learned that from an old guy that used to fish around here. I used to ride my quad out to the river, and you know, he used to always tell me, "You're not going to catch anything with that," and I'd lose them, and I'd lose them, and I'd lose them because our river here, a lot of trees, a lot of undergrowth, and you know, I didn't know any better, and I'd wait till the water go down. I'd go out there with some goggles on and go get all my stuff back. So you know, as a kid, you can do that kind of stuff. So, but
right on.
You know, as I've progressed now, as I'm 51, you know, I'm pretty particular on what I throw. And, you know, I've had one of my favorite all-time baits growing up, and I still have a couple of them, are the old Jimmy Houston Super Spooks, which is pretty similar to the Ragnar. And I tell you what, I've caught more fish on the Ragnar than I had. Matter of fact, I've got the Jimmy Houstons hanging up in my shop now. I took them out of my tackle box and replaced them with the Ragnars. So, and as you know, we've talked about it. I've been having great success with that bait. Even my partner, who's 61, he told me the other day straight out, he goes, that Ragnar is by far, hands down, the best topwater bait I have ever used. He goes, and I throw everything topwater. He goes, when you first pulled that out, and he goes, you gave me one, you had one tied on. He goes, and I threw 3 times in the same spot. He goes, you threw right in the same spot and hit a 6.29. He goes, I was convinced. He goes, and once I started throwing it, he goes, it's second to none. It's the greatest. He goes, I love it.
Okay. I'm just writing notes.
All right.
What else you got for me, Gramps?
What
Or I
else you
mean,
want to talk about?
T-Rex. God.
It's just because I'm 51, you can't call me Gramps.
I'm older than you, bro.
Not by much.
Yeah. There you go. What else do I want to talk about? I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about Gramps and how he is working that new Facebook group, and he's doing a great job, and I want to commend him on the job that he's doing. Over 250 members already. It's phenomenal. Good job, Gramps.
Yeah, good job. Gramps is right. We should send him something. What should we send him?
Anything he wants.
We should send him. We should send him some of these prototypes to mess around with. Once I get done with the pictures. Jared, when are you taking pictures?
You want to do this now?
You know, Jared, I don't know why you got to talk back to me. So everyone at home, listen, it's tough to get help. I get it. We live in this world now where nobody wants a job, and all I asked was a simple question, to which I didn't expect to get such a wise ass remark.
I can do it as early as Sunday, brother.
No, you can't do it on Sunday, Jared. You're signing a piece of paper on Saturday. So on Sunday, you're going to take your bride for a walk and breakfast, and that's too far. Actually, you know what? Skip that paper signing. Photograph my rods. I don't know. Well, whatever.
Might save you some money in the end.
Might. Oh.
All right, well, I guess I should get off here because I know you have at least one more caller, and it's already after 5.
Oh my God! Yeah, we got 3, and then we're 4, and we're 3, and we're calling it a day. We'll see. I got to do some golden tickets.
All
so
right.
listen, T-Rex, I'm always grateful that you call. I'm glad that the Ragnar is working out, and we'll talk soon.
All right, babe.
All right, man. Bye. All right, that was T-Rex, friend of the show. All right, I got 3 more. Oof. I bet you guys can pick 2 out of the 3. Let's see who this is. It looks like he's called in before. Hello?
Hello.
How's it going?
Thank you for having me on, Rick. It's going really good. This is Tony in Northwest Arkansas.
Tony, how are you, sir?
And I'm doing great, sir. And I'd like to call in, and this is my first time calling. I'd like to compliment you on your boxes. And I'm one of these guys. 2 years ago, I bought quite a few companies, checked them all out. And just like the gentleman said earlier, once you get your boxes, you start going through the baits and looking them up. 90% of them are truly junk. And so I did away with all those boxes, and I've been with y'all now for the last year. I had to take a break because I had some problems with my heart, and this year here I've been strong at it again. And another thing I'd like to say, too, on this is the team that y'all have put together and the information that you put out in these boxes with them and the videos that y'all offer for them, there's no reason that these people can't go out and catch all the fish in the world they want to do. My fishing has improved between 50 to 75% this summer by using the techniques that I have learned online with y'all and listening to all the guys y'all have on it.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm getting better. I had a stent put in last week,
Okay.
and I'm getting through that. I'm wanting to be back on the water next week again, starting fishing again. I eventually going to be making some videos.
Nice.
And stuff. That is my goal. I have to retire. Been working on cars for over 40 years, and I'm going to have to give all that up. And so fishing is my favorite thing to do, and I grew up on Beaver Lake, and I'm looking forward to start making videos pretty soon.
Amazing. Well, please, when you start making videos, make sure you send me one. I'd love to check it out.
Yes, sir. I've already spoke with you on your emails and stuff, and yes, sir, I definitely plan on sending the videos to y'all and stuff. Anyway, I'm watching y'all's live now. The last couple of Thursdays, I was out fishing, and so I made sure I was home tonight so I could watch y'all's live video on it and stuff.
Amazing.
But anyway, yes, sir, Rick. I've enjoyed y'all's company. Y'all put out an awesome box, and I've enjoyed it very much. Matter of fact, I got some of my close friends that I just taught how to bass fish, and they're going nuts now.
Yeah.
And he just got one of your boxes, and he is tickled to death with that net rig he got.
Amazing.
And he is going to be ordering some more boxes pretty soon to himself, because he called me and told me just how excited he was. Oh, you kept telling me about these boxes, but I just kept blowing them off, and so I had y'all send him one.
Amazing.
And he has been just on cloud nine with that box. So, and he's a young guy.
That's so great.
And he's never caught a bass until 2 weeks ago. I went out fishing with him one evening, and I said, we got out there in the boat. I was in my kayak, and he was in his little aluminum boat. And I said, okay, what are you going to fish with tonight? He said, I'm going to throw night crawlers out there. And I laughed at him a little bit, and I said, well, if you don't get a bunch of brim in the boat with you, you'll be lucky. So just a few minutes went by there, and I hooked me about a 3-pounder and pulled him in, and I was fishing Carolina style. And then he says, okay, can you rig me up like that? And I said, yes, sir, I sure can. So I rigged him up a Carolina stick, real big, and hooked me up same kind of trawl I had on there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's never fished on the bottom before. And for about 10 minutes, I was rolling around in that kayak laughing at him.
Yeah.
Because every time he'd bump a rock, I got a bite.
Yeah.
And finally, about 15 minutes of that going by, he finally hooked him a bass.
Oh, that's so amazing.
And ever since he got a bass in the boat, he has went nuts now. And I think we're going out again this Saturday night.
Oh.
But anyway, my main reasons for calling in, Rick, was to thank y'all for the product, and I'm very interested in your fishing rods you just showed this evening. So you'll be hearing more from me, and I appreciate y'all letting me be on air today.
Yeah, well, listen, I really appreciate you taking the time to share that story with me. It means a lot. I mean, it does validate, why we do what we do, and we do try to build like this really great community of people and teachers, so that we can all come together. Because like Gramps said earlier today, right? It's about the camaraderie. It's about the memories. It's about just having fun. It's about the fishing being therapy. It's about whatever it is to you, and the fact that you were able to help someone catch their first bass is really special. So thank you so much for sharing, and I'm glad to hear you're feeling better.
Thank you, Rick. And it is. You said the magic word there. He, the next day, went down to the sports store and he bought out all of the bait that I had. He went to the sports store and bought 6 bags of them.
Amazing.
Don't start doing all that right now. And anyway, but yes, sir, he's coming along real good. And I got another gentleman. He's going to go out with us. He's never bass fished. And I'm going to teach him how to start catching bass fish too. That's my whole goal. Eventually, I really want to start videos on teaching younger people and older ones how much fun it is out fishing, because with all the technology that's out there nowadays, there's no reason why you can't go out and catch fish and have a good time.
Yeah.
There really isn't.
Yeah.
If you pay attention to what these guys are telling you and how to set things up, because back in the 70s, when I was doing a lot of fishing back then, you didn't have information like you have now. Everybody hid that information because they didn't want you to go out there and catch those fish and stuff on it. And now you can go on the internet. Gosh, it's unreal, all the information you can get.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate you sharing.
Thank you, sir. And I know there's other people waiting in line.
All right.
Y'all have a good evening. We'll be hearing from you.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, I'm so glad that he shared that story. All right. We got two. And then we got some golden tickets. I know you guys are sitting at home like, where's Mr. Gambit? Where is he? He hasn't called in yet. Well, here you go.
You know, it's my time. That man from the 310 and the 213 is that man they call Mr. G. What's up, Mr. Rick Patri? We are going to give a little request. Are you ready for my request, my man?
Yeah, I'm totally ready. I was trying to see if I could hold my breath for as long as you were talking, but I'm glad you stopped me. What's your request, sir?
I'm going to go easy on you this week.
Okay.
Okay, you know the series of rods you're coming out with. You know I want the meatiest one that you got right now. But the request is I need you to talk to your rod designer. Your brand is MONSTERBASS.com. And that means you got to be throwing something that's extra big, extra bad. And you got to make some extra big and extra bad to throw big baits. So you got to tell that man to put together a medium heavy, fast action 7-11 and a heavy or an extra heavy 8-foot rod, because there's guys like me who are going to be tossing those 2-ounce jigs, those big baits. And when you're throwing big baits, you need big rods. And there's nothing better than to show off a monster bass with a big rod. So come on, talk to the designer. That's my request, to say Mr. Gambit needs a big rod, so throw in me a big rod to throw the big baits. You won't believe I took every prop, bait that you had, that prop glide bait that you had there. I took every freaking color last year just to throw big baits. I need a monster bass to throw those big baits. So no, our request is put in officially. Mr. Gambit needs a big rod to throw the big baits. So tell your bait designer to give us a big rod.
All right, Mr. Gambit, let me stop you for a minute. I appreciate that Mr. Gambit needs an 8-foot rod. Let me tell you who I really need to be talking to about an 8-foot rod, and it has nothing to do with the rod design. You ready?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
If you ship something and the package is more than 8 foot long, I don't care if it's 1 centimeter longer, it throws it into this ridiculous category, and I would have to charge you like $50 or $60, something ridiculous for shipping. Your packages literally have to be. That's why everything's got to be like 7'10" at the most. Because it's got to be 96.
When you get that design like that, I know what you're saying. It's a shipping thing, so we got to do a logistics thing. It's a matter of where they come to first and how do we get them moved around. So if we got to drive them into the Midwest, we'll drive them to the Midwest. If we got to drive them to the Southeast, that means we got to have a special truck to make those trips down there that says, look, we're going to ship 500 rods to the South, and we're going to be putting them in the warehouse in Tennessee. And you got to have 500 on the West Coast. And they got to come and get them at a location here on the West Coast. They're basically going to be pickup only swim bait rods. We'll make them a specialty rod. And guys who want them will pay that extra $50. The guys who won't, they'll put $50 worth of gas in their car and drive to you and get them. And that's how we got to do it. But we got to have a big rod, man. It's necessary, because these are the kind of rods that when you throw a big bait and it says Monster Bass on it, it's going to be extra, extra, extra sexy. And dude, I'm telling you, 2023 should be extra, extra sexy with everything you're doing, because everything that's coming out so far is looking good. I don't know who's complaining, but I'm telling you right now, my man, those extra baits you get in, those are the ones should be the freebie baits. It says, look, I'm going to throw a few of these out there and see if anybody likes them, and I'll get feedback from them. If you're going to get feedback from those, that's the best way to put out those light up baits for the guys who maybe fish at night or early morning. You got to test it out and see who likes it first and see what they do. Never put it in a box until you know they for sure can get bit on the fish. That's my opinion on those weird looking baits. But sometimes, Bill Dance had the helicopter lure and Roland Martin had the same thing in the dancing eels. There's different things people come up with, and you buy them hoping they'll catch fish, but you don't know until you put them in the water, and then they catch fish on them, but you can't catch fish on them. That's just the way luck is.
Spoken like a true gentleman and a scholar.
Now, if anybody who's new in this channel, if you guys don't know, Rick got a VIP list. Go to monsterbass.com, get on Rick's VIP list. On Mondays and Fridays, he send out a free bait time. And if you're not on his Monster Bass list, Rick gives out stuff all the time in bundles. He'll give you a discount code and let you know when to get a bundle. That's how I got those prop baits. Those prop baits were selling for about $30 each. By the time Rick put them out, they were rest around $10 each. And man, that's a hell of a savings when it comes time to throwing big bait. Rick gives those deals. If you want to save some money, get on Rick's VIP list. Be on that Monster Bass VIP list and see what I'm talking about. And the guys who are on that list know there's a savings in it. And if you understand what savings with this high cost of inflation, that's why you want to be on that VIP list.
And on that note, I thank you, sir. And I hope you have a great week. And then on June, hold on, I'm going to give you the date. On September 15th. On September 15th, we're going to talk about big baits. I'm going to have a couple of guys on that are making some big baits, and they know a little bit about big baits because I don't. I mean, I do.
There you go, my man. Sounds good.
All right,
love
buddy.
you guys. I love what you're doing, man. You're getting experts. Take care, buddy. Love you.
Thank, man. Bye. All right. And then last but not least, okay, first of all, we got to, another golden ticket, A2196, A9754, I819, Q9988, and then 8675309. That last one was just a joke. But if you're old like me, you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's go to our last caller of the day, and let's see what Brendan had for dinner tonight. Brendan, what did you have for dinner tonight?
Well, tonight I actually had sandwiches.
What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, I love.
What do you mean sandwiches?
I'm telling you, sandwiches are amazing, especially when you have them with roast beef inside of them. Put some Colby Jack cheese on there. Make sure it's melted. Get a nice big piece of sourdough. Put it on one on the bottom after toasting it. Put another one on the top, and toast that thing. Slap some butter on it. It's amazing.
Okay, so you're making it like a grilled cheese.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ooh.
But with roast beef.
Do you think we could have your mom on sometime?
It's pretty good. Possibly.
Maybe we could do some cooking with mom.
We could just do like a food episode.
Well, don't.
If you want.
Shh. Hold on. Don't let Homehead Chef hear you say that. Let's just keep it between you and me. And we'll do a whole show with your mom. We can cook ham. We can cook. I'll teach her how to cook steaks since she clearly doesn't know how. And then you guys can.
Okay, listen here.
Hey,
I like steaks like that. That's how I like.
This is my show, and you're either a communist or you're. I don't know, but nobody should be eating steaks that look like hockey pucks when you cut them open.
They're slightly brown. Okay?
Oh my God.
The way my mom makes them, they're nice and soft. It's not like rubber or like leather. I promise. It tastes good. That's how I like them.
Sweep the leg.
How dare you talk about steak and have it be brown in the face? Again, it's a slap in the face, and I take it kind of personally. We were having a perfectly good show, and then you had to talk about overcooked steak. Do you have a fishing question for me, Brendan?
Sure. Yeah. So,
are you going to expect me to answer it?
Have you figured out?
Okay, go ahead.
If you'd like.
Yeah,
Only
go
if
ahead.
you'd like.
Oh, what's the question?
So, have you figured out what kind of fisherman you are? Are you a crankbaiter, or are you a frogger, or are you like a heavy cover pitcher, or are you like a finesse fisherman? Have you figured out your, I guess, stereotype for fishing?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
A not very good fisherman.
You just got to put in some more time, you know?
Fair enough. Listen, I'm good on paper. I've watched every video. I know the tips and techniques. You ask me the question like, what should I be throwing in clear water on this type of day when the weather is this temperature? I can answer those questions, but I have this much time to get on the water. So you want me to go on Fishing Jeopardy and ask the questions or answer the questions, what is, and I'll answer all of it. But I don't get out on the water. And it's like golf, right? If I don't get out and swing 1,000 times, my golf game sucks. I don't care how, much I watch golf. It's time on the it's time on the water, and I don't get enough time on the water. I'm hoping that I can get to the point where I'm in a position to have people that can help me grow the business. The challenge is I'm not Mystery Tackle Box or Catchco, or insert any big brand. I only name them because they got a subscription box. They got 100 employees. I have 6, and I probably should have 20, but I can't afford it, right? Because we're a small growing company, and I got to get this company to profitability, and I've got to get this company to the point where I've got enough things in place so that I can go fishing. And when I do, I'm gonna have a better answer for you. Because right now, what kind of fisherman am I? I'm a really bad one.
Okay. Well, I mean, you just gotta free up some time and get to fishing. I mean, nothing can really replace time on the water.
Yeah. Agreed.
Aren't learning anything while you're on the water. You're just having a bad time, and that's going to put bad experiences on certain lures that you're throwing.
Yeah.
And then you might not be susceptible to actually using those lures again, even if they're not very popular lures. Like, I'm not very good with the jerkbait. I only like 20 jerkbaits. That's it. Most people that I've talked to are jerkbait fanatics. They love jerkbaits. I really don't fish them that often, and I know I should be fishing them often. So I've seen them work really well. So I think that kind of plays into that, and is definitely something important. So use everything that you have.
I'm gonna put a box configuration out there. This is my last question, and then we're gonna call it a day because I got to roll. If I put together a box that had and this is for everyone out there. Let's say I put a popper, a hollow body frog, a buzzbait, a river to sea D-walker swim bait, a swim jig, some Z-Man turbo craws, some ultralock hooks, and maybe some Senkos. Do we like that box?
Sounds like a good one to me. I mean, it's all baits that can catch fish, and they're all baits that are relatively easy to use. And as long as you get them in the right colors, sounds like a pretty darn good box. Especially with the content you guys are doing, that's really going to help it,
Okay.
So I think that's a great box. Yeah. And then who are you going to have on with those big bait makers? Because I'm a big bait nut. I love throwing big baits.
That's a good question.
A 17-inch wide bait. And this thing is bigger than my forearm right now. This thing is massive. I'll send you a picture afterwards. It's huge.
Of your arm or of these big swim baits?
No, this massive swim bait that I'm working on. Well, it's really wide bait.
So
who you're going to have on?
Yeah, I was thinking I don't know if I can get them, but there's these guys at out of Texas, JD Fishing Adventures, and they make some. They're underground. They make some really great some really great big baits, and I thought I'd have them on to talk about it. I got to see if I got to try and get them on a show. No.
Okay.
We're talking hard baits, so I got to try and get these guys on and see if I can do it. But right now, I've got a slot for September 15th, and I've got a call with them tomorrow, so I'm going to see if I can get them on the show.
That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool.
All right.
I love doing big baits. So.
All right, listen, bro.
All right, then.
I got to go. As always, I'm grateful that you called, and by the way, I should thank you because you sit on hold for a long time every week, and I just want to say thank you.
No problem, man. I enjoy it.
All right, bro.
Well,
I'll talk to you
right,
later.
see you later.
Have a good night. All right. Well, so for I I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I still got a golden ticket, and hey, I just want to give a special shout out to Love and Chat One XYZ, the best adult dating site on YouTube. And I know that when I'm watching a video and I get spam like that, I immediately start thinking about like, ooh, I wonder where's the best adult dating site. And now we know. So I know this is gonna work. So let's do it. Let's do it some more. Let's head on over. I don't know how many times we can ban these little bastards. Anyway. So next month's box. We've got a popper, we've got a frog, we've got some kind of a buzzbait. We do have the River to Sea D-Walker in there. We got some swim jig. Ooh, Sandtone Lures. Sandtone Lures, never been in the box before. We got some Z-Man, we got some Senkos. Ooh, BioBite. I can't speak. All right, guys, last golden ticket of the day. Once again, thank you guys so much. I'm going to be talking more about the rods. I'm going to send a message out to pro staff first. I'm going to give them the ability to get in line on the pre-order first. I'll come up with some special. I don't know what it's going to be. We'll do the best we can. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh, there it is. But my guests for, let me see. We have maybe Blake Miller next week. He's a guy out of Chicago. The following week, we got Ty Berger, and then if I can get JD Fishing Adventures, I'm going to get them. I got Travis Manson on the 29th. I got the 22nd open. So if you guys want to comment below who you want me to have as the guest on the 22nd, let me know. And if not, maybe we'll have Brendan's mom, and we'll do a cooking show, and we can talk about sandwiches. The final golden ticket of the night is K790H3994. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm going to leave you with this.
Sweep the leg.